Say one last thing.
This is my final statement?
Yes, this is my final. You know, I'm a huge fan of Linkin Park. Love their album. Love Linkin Park. Huge fan. And I just thought it was incredible when they brought out Jay-Z and Paul McCartney, and it worked.
That was cool.
It totally worked, too. I was like, this isn't going to work.
To me, the coolest performance of the night, probably that one.
Yeah, it was awesome,
Yeah, it was cool
and it
that.
worked. And those are just three such different, types of people. There's a rapper, there's a hardcore rocker, and then there's a legend, the Beatles, and all the mediums, I guess, worked.
I thought it was cool, too, when Jay-Z and Linkin Park won for their mashup album, that Jay-Z kind of hung back because, he is such a bigger star than Linkin Park in the world, in my opinion. He laid back and let the Linkin Park guy was totally kissed Jay-Z's ass. And I thought it was really
Jack.
nice.
Thank you for that. A little add-on my Jack that thinks Jay-Z's very nice.
He is. He
Jack
comes
thinks
across
Jay-Z's
very
nice.
nice.
Didn't want to overshadow.
Unlike Kanye West.
That was very nice.
Who,
It was
Kanye
wearing
West was up there.
gloves. Yeah. All right, and then moving on from that, first of all, how old is that Beatle guy?
Paul McCartney's got to be,
60-something.
60-something?
That guy can still shake it.
Yeah.
He can. I mean, he's still
he
like...
sang Helter Skelter last night, which was their most rockin' song.
Well, and that's what I was going to talk about. Okay, first of all, he's 60 what?
No, we don't know exactly. But
He's great for how old he is. I mean, that guy has a stamina. But here's my problem. I was saying to what's his name, I'm like, you know what's funny is that he's not really doing that great of a job with his song, but I guarantee it that everybody will stand up and give him a standing ovation.
Yes.
Right.
And they did.
Right, because he's Paul McCartney.
Because he's the Beatles.
Yeah, exactly.
Christina Aguilera sang her guts out. She was amazing. She was fabulous. I don't really like her, but she was an amazing talent. Yeah. And I said, because a lot of people are like me, like she went through that slut a year and then she had that thing written on her ass and she was a boxer. Remember that video?
Right.
And they were just like, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Right.
You
She
know?
did go through a bad... She won that Grammy for Best New Artist right after that first album, and we thought, okay, she's going to blow up. And then she went through those slutty years.
It's
You're right.
total
really
slutty.
bad.
Yeah.
But she's talented.
Oh, my God, she was great. And sure enough, only a few people stood for her.
Yeah, you don't want to be the one cheering for Christina Aguilera.
I know, and she deserved it. She really did. She was
out of all those pop stars, she's got like the biggest voice.
You know who should die? Is that Sly and the Family Stone guy. He should
that was a cool thing.
No, he should just be. Somebody should put him out of his misery.
I think he might be sick or something. He didn't seem right.
Oh,
he was
he
only
should
out there
take a
briefly.
nap.
You notice he couldn't lift his head.
Dude, his
head
head's gone
stayed down.
for 19 years or something
But
since he's been on
something's wrong
stage.
with him.
Something's wrong with him.
He fell off the face of the earth. He's a little weird.
I mean, like, why? I mean, if he has Parkinson's or something, I'm sorry and I feel bad for him. But if it's just drug-induced and he's like a burnout.
What if he's got rock and roll neck like Rick James had, remember?
No, I mean, this guy, Stench, if you saw it, you'd be like, oh, my God. First of all, you couldn't hear him. Secondly, then he just walks off.
Right. They had about 48 other musicians play his songs. He came out for like 5 minutes, really
say
briefly.
They didn't expect him to show up because he's really flaky.
It was a nut job. Philip?
Yes.
Did you see Sly?
I did. I was curious about that to find out if anybody had any insight why Sly was so stoned.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out if that was drug induced or if he has like some kind of disease.
Well, he is a flower child, so I think there was a lot of hard living.
It's kind of like Ozzy Osbourne. Like everybody looks past the fact that
Because he's Ozzy.
Right.
Yeah, this guy. It wasn't good. It was not good.
He looked like he was falling asleep in his keyboard.
He did. Yeah. Jack's right because we were saying like he couldn't hold up his neck.
He couldn't lift his head up. It was
and then
weird.
he just walked off stage and everybody's kind of singing and looking for him.
Yeah, Steven Tyler was shaking his head and wondering what the hell happened.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, well, Philip, thank you for your phone call. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. You guys rock.
We rule, but thank you for noticing either way. All right, anyway. Jack, can I have the music up loud, please? Thank you. Moving on in our lives. Thank the Lord. We're going to move on to Therapy Thursday, but I want to get to these people. We kind of slaughtered, the Psycho Women of the World show. I was very excited about that today. But we've had so much action, if you will, with the Grammys and whatnot. I haven't got to do it with the kind of gusto, the Psycho Women of the World show, with the kind of gusto that I absolutely wanted.
Psycho women deserve?
Yeah,
Right.
I wanted to do it with gusto. But we'll take it for you, and then we're going to move on to Therapy Thursday, and we might have to revisit Psycho Women of the World. Here's Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hi, you guys rule.
We rule.
Go ahead.
Okay, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, and I found out through his mother, who actually liked me better than his ex-wife he was cheating with. So I moved out the next day when he went to work with my friends, and I took everything he owned, from closets to drawers, silverware, food from the refrigerator, you name it, everything in the whole house, dishes, and threw it all in the living room in one pile, and then jumped in it kind of like a kid playing in leaves.
Oh, yeah, that final little something. Yeah.
Oh, my God, what a big mess. And then I just left a note, and just said bye, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty much, plus I took his W-2 forms because I know he was waiting for it to get his taxes done.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you have to do that little last thing. Now, did you see where Heather Locklear supposedly saw pictures, dirty pictures, on Richie Sambora's computer?
Yes.
And what she did is brilliant. She didn't say a damn word to that guy. She just went and filed for divorce.
That's the best thing to do.
I love it.
But leave a little revenge behind, know?
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe like the next time that I break up with somebody, because I will, I'm thinking I'm going to take that Heather Locklear thing, because I wait for their excuses and they're sorry and all that crap. I'm doing the Heather Locklear move.
Just
better
out.
than words.
It's awesome.
Just
but
gone.
then you deny your Oprah, the pain is in the details.
I know, but I just want to do that, Jack. That's way better.
It's just a winner.
And it's such a new thing for me. Like, I don't even think I could pull it off.
Identify.
Star 98.7.
All right, it's time for Therapy Thursday.
Yay!
Our favorite day of the week is Thursday because Plus, because it's Therapy Thursday, we have with us Learn How to Renew and Revive Your Marriage with love lessons from relationship expert Dr. Cheryl McClary. Yes. Cheryl has found the secret to developing an intimate, fulfilling marriage. She shares that secret with warmth, wisdom, and humor. That's a quote from Andie MacDowell, the actress.
Wow.
Yeah, that's something right there. Mm-hmm. But my favorite quote of the day from her is, "The days are gone when a woman will put up with anything to keep a man." Just love it. Just love it. Ladies and gentlemen, meet our therapist. It's Cheryl McClary. Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Hey, hello.
Hi. I should be calling you Dr. McClary.
Oh, Cheryl's fine. Whatever suits you.
All right. Well,
I'll even answer to hey you.
Hey. All right. So you've been on Larry King Live. You've done all kinds of things. Blah blah blah. You
blah blah blah. Right.
You know how to treat relationship attention deficit syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Which is big. I like that. RAD.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a book out, or is there something we can promote for you?
Okay, we'll promote first. The book is called The Commitment Chronicles by Dr. Cheryl McClary. The Power of Staying Together. Got to get to my new one here. The Power of Staying Together. You can go to Barnes & Noble. Any bookstore has it. And also, both men and women, I have a website at www.commitmentchronicles.com.
Commitment Chronicles. You are asking people to spell out a big word.
Yeah,
Big
chronicle.
word.
I don't know if I could spell that.
Yeah, commitmentchronicles.com.
Yeah, I promise you, it's in the dictionary to spell it.
Well, plus you can kind of come close nowadays with Google.
Yeah.
They'll do a pretty
it's
good
like-
job.
Don't worry about
It's
the
like
M's
chronic.
and all that. And but I put a free article on there every week for you if you'll just join the news group. And it will keep you inspired. It'll keep you laughing. And those days when you want to trade in your spouse for a new blender, these articles will keep you going.
I love this one, too. It's learning to love him even when you can barely stand him.
Oh, yeah, sure. And then and I want to make it clear, guys, this is not a male-bashing book. I've got over 5,000 male fans that write me every week, but their main comment is, thanks for finally explaining how we feel.
Oh, very nice.
So please don't be put off with this. This is just a book where I wrote it for women because my husband, he didn't go to the time to write it. So it's from a woman's perspective. But the feelings about men, they are not male bashing. It is how to
because I think it's very interesting because you say a woman has to be happy for herself and happy to herself first.
Oh.
Before she can make a man happy or a man can make her happy, she has to be happy with herself. We all know that woman.
Let's get real. I mean, when a woman gets married, she's got tons of wounds from childhood, tons of baggage and wounds from bad relationships, and she gets married in what I call surreal love, and she walks in that aisle expecting he's going to fix it.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't fix it; he makes it worse, and then we all go crazy.
Well, I don't know if it makes it worse or not, but down the road, you're going to keep trying on this. I can tell.
Oh no, not me. All right, here's the deal. Our Therapy Thursday phone lines are open. I know a lot of you are calling about the Valentine's extravaganza, and that is over. We have a winner for that, so we're not taking calls on that because all the phone lines are jammed. Yeah. So just the Valentine's portion is over, but the Therapy Thursday is kicked off. 1-800-STAR-987. That is our phone numbers. Any questions that you may have about your own personal relationship and what makes you a relationship expert, by the way, and a doctor and all that.
I went to school forever. I have a master's and a PhD in public health, and the master's is in chemistry and biology, which doesn't really lead to relationships. But then I became an attorney and started handling divorces and realized there are no winners in a divorce. Then when I began combining public health and law and teaching and working in both those areas, I realized our biggest public health problem is divorce. That is what destroys the stability of children, men, women. Nothing feels worse than having a bad relationship, and nothing feels more wonderful than having a great relationship. And that's what made me an expert. I read every single book there was on staying in a relationship. And the main thing that bothered me was they were all by people who were divorced, and number two, they all required the help of the man as well as the woman. You had to work as a couple. Forget that.
Forget it.
Forget about it. Forget that.
I knew with my man. I mean, we had been married 12 years when I wrote this book, with 2 children later, and I look across the table at him and say, I'm not happy. I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, I've done that.
And he looked at me like, he thought I was crazy. He was totally happy. He was thrilled. He just loved it.
He just itched his balls and watched football. That's all he needed to do.
I mean, and that's when I realized he's not going to be a participant here. So I wrote a book where the woman has the power to change the dynamic of the whole relationship, and in the process, she becomes a wild, wonderful,
wild and wonderful.
Woman.
Yes, Jack.
You go, Dr. Phyllis. I like that you get in a fight with your husband and you turn around and write a book about it is what you do.
Poor guy.
You called her Dr. Phyllis.
I know. I like her. That's what she reminds me of.
All right, let's take some phone calls there, Cheryl, if you don't mind.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Wow. Yeah, your clueless husband made you millions.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, he did do a good job at that.
Yeah, Andre.
Andrea.
Whatever.
Andrea.
You don't even know what I'm dealing with today, Andrea. I listen to me. I just want to bitch for a moment, Andrea. I have 22 phone lines, right? And they're all ringing to talk to the good doctor. I go out in the hall to figure out why nobody's answering him. Gig is sitting there talking to the production guy, like, la, 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 and he's showing him a dance step.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, he was showing him a freaking country dance step. So I open up, I'm like, you guys have got to be on the goddamn phones! I am about to lose my mind. Between that and the whole thing with Sam Rubin's yesterday broadcast, I'm losing my mind.
And what's happening? Where was Monica?
I don't know. Who knows? She was probably like strolling and eating.
Hey, there's dancing to be done in other parts of
They
the
were
building.
dancing instead of answering the phone calls. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I need to come to your station and do some relationship work with your team.
With us.
We have no team. Believe me, we have no team. There's me and team.
There's me and your team. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, Andrea.
Andrea, what can I help you with?
Hi, Cheryl.
Jesus.
Hi, Andrea.
Well, I just got engaged.
Uh-huh.
And we are already talking about the wedding, and I want a very small wedding. It's not about money. It's just that I don't want 100 people at my wedding.
Exactly.
And we're trying not to fight about it, but he is inviting a lot of people, or already talking to a lot of people. And so how can we compromise on this issue? Because I'm willing to compromise on everything else. Like, if I don't get the dress I want, it's okay.
But you know what? These people that your husband is inviting, they're not coming because they care about you and the beautiful nuptials and all that. They're coming for their free beer.
Yeah, free booze.
Yeah.
Well, I understand you, Andrea.
What was the question?
I was
What's
telling
that?
Andrea to let her finish.
Oh, we don't do that on the show because we have a short show.
Yeah, that's it.
And short attention span.
Yeah.
So the main,
That's it. That's it.
thing is, he wants something that you don't want. You want a small wedding with your closest friends.
Yes.
And you want to keep it that way.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want it to get out of control. So.
Exactly. And who can control that? You.
Andrea, your boyfriend's gay if he wants a big wedding.
Andrea, you are in control of this situation. A man's main fear.
How is she in control?
She is in control because a man's main fear is of being abandoned or being left
So leave him?
behind. He does not want to lose you.
He won't. He knows she'll succumb and say okay, and then he'll have the big
He
wedding.
will not. You have
Oh, what do you
two
know, Cheryl?
options. One,
Roll her under the
you
bus.
can do what my husband and I did, and we took a plane to Las Vegas and had a blast. We had everybody there but Elvis, and it was small, and it was wonderful.
And there's nothing more romantic than seeing a woman in a bridal gown along the roulette tables.
At the buffet.
Yeah.
At a beautiful chapel in Las Vegas.
I can't do Vegas.
Okay, she's not going to do Vegas there, Cheryl.
The second option is you have put it in what you want. In other words, quit concentrating on what your fiance is saying. You're trying to fix what he wants. You're trying to fix him. Stand firm on what you want.
What does Andrea want?
I need this. For me to have this marriage, I have to do it this
My way.
This is a situation where, for this one time in my life, I want my marriage to be a committed marriage that will last forever.
If we do
with
it my
the
way.
Most
Right. That's what he's saying.
Take the bowling
wonderful
team off
man
the
in
invitation
world.
list.
Andrea,
God.
before they interrupt me in the book, there are 8 chapters that will tell you how to do this.
Your way.
But particularly, she was talking about RADS, relationship attention deficit syndrome.
I sure was.
Yeah.
That is a chapter on connecting with the clueless male and teaching him how to cut the crap. It
How
will
about
tell you how
compromise,
to
Cheryl?
sit down with him
Well, yeah, I don't
at the
think
right
he's not,
time.
to defend him for a minute, he's not clueless. It's just important to him to have these people at our wedding. And they're close, they're friends of his.
Jack wants to know if they're on the bowling team. Like, who are these people?
Wait, he's clueless to her needs, though, and this is crucial at the very beginning of her wedding.
Schmeeds.
What about his needs? I mean, he needs
Hey,
to
I
have
read
all
that
these
book.
guys.
His
and
I
needs,
will
her needs.
guarantee
It's a
you
crappy-ass
that his
book.
needs are not his needs. They are someone else's in his family. And
Oh, no, actually, no, they're not.
Oh,
Family not planning it.
Hold on. We're way off on all this. Hold on. We got to take a break. Therapy Thursday. How's it going?
So far, so good.
Therapy Thursday.
Therapy
with Dr.
Thursday!
Cheryl.
Okay, I will not let things affect me any longer. That's my therapy for myself. I will be a happy individual. Okay, yeah. Therapy Thursday with Dr. Cheryl, and she wrote a book. By the way, you can go to commitmentchronicles.com. That's
You said
commitmentchronicles.com.
chronic.
I wish I could do that. I need
Pregnant.
it. Here's the deal. It's commitmentchronicles.com. She is your relationship expert for today. Expert for today on this Therapy Thursday. And so far, I think she just loves us and has done a fine job.
I think we're having some disagreements though. Because I'm getting that the advice was kind of like, hey, do it your way, and I want to do it my way, so we're going to have a problem, Dr. Cheryl.
Okay, because here's the deal. Andrea, her husband wants to invite a bunch of people to the wedding. She wants it more intimate. Dr. Cheryl has said, do it your way. And the only problem is, doesn't the guy kind of have something to say about the marriage?
I have a feeling that after this interview, Dr. Cheryl's going to write a book about how to deal with radio shows.
how to deal with this one for sure.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
Andrea, now that I know it is him, that it is he that really wants those friends there,
Yes, it is.
let's try a compromise. Have your small, intimate wedding and then have a blast of a blowout of a party afterwards.
What
Have
about
your
that? That's a good
fear
idea.
aside
Good
a
idea.
second. How does that sound?
Well, I don't want 100 people at the reception.
You're a pain in the ass, Andrea.
I know.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the reception. We're talking do your intimate thing, the intimate reception, blah, blah, blah. And then call it like an after party. Do it the next weekend at a barn or something.
But
Yeah, that's possible, yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But give him his party. He wants that, and
He wants a
commitment is but commitment starts with C. Compromise starts
you
with
don't
People
know.
C.
said I've started with a letter C.
And don't get me started on that.
But Andrew, he wants a big U-Haul, not U-Haul, a yeehaw, not a
If you don't get a yeehaw, you might get a U-Haul.
Yeah.
Have your intimate, loving wedding, and then have your blast of a party when he wants it, and that's
How he wants
you're
it.
compromising. And
Oh.
but when you're talking about it, talk about it from your needs and put some food in front of him, like
Chicken.
nachos and margarita.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's
See,
comfortable
Cheryl's got
in
it.
talking, and you're
That's a good
comfortable.
one.
That is good.
And you
Cheryl's
two can
nice.
reach a great compromise.
Because
on
I
this.
think Andrea's just being a bitch. It was a great idea having a small
Hey!
wedding and then a big reception. I don't
Andrea,
want all
I
those
hope
people
that
at my
helps you.
reception.
Does that help you, Andrea?
Yes, it does. Thank
Because
you.
you're kind of being a selfish
Yeah.
bitch,
Yeah,
in our opinion, and we're not the therapist.
right. We're not doctors.
You agreed with me initially.
What?
I thought you guys agreed with me initially.
No, we change our mind during commercials.
We're fickle.
It's all about compromise.
When I heard it was him and not his family, that changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
When it is him, I mean, you're going to live with this man the rest of your life.
Maybe.
And learning to compromise now is crucial. I'm not saying give in. I'm saying compromise.
Or
You
do
can-
what I do. Go into marriage knowing it'll just last a little while.
Yeah.
No. This is commitment, stability. The world is crazy enough, as you can tell from this show, as it is. You want to give your marriage stability and your kids stability, and you can do that with commitment. And that starts with both of you compromising through
That
your
starts
heart.
with you breaking down your man.
Use your heart.
He'll give in.
Stay away from fear.
This show.
You stay away
okay.
from what you might be afraid of in the big crowd. You know what you're afraid of. Talk to him about it. And
Why are you afraid of his friends?
I'm not afraid of his friends.
That's what she's
I'm
saying.
okay, if you pass the fear, then you are in great shape.
Okay.
Put out the
Okay.
nachos. Put out the beer,
She
the
said put
margarita. You two sit down.
Hey,
and talk.
Andrea.
Yeah,
Somebody else wants to talk to you, too. Hold on. Here's Lori. Lori, you have a question for Andrea.
I do. I'm
Oh,
a marriage
shoot.
and family therapist.
She just went.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh no, we lost her.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but we still have Cheryl, the other therapist. But you're a therapist, too.
Ooh, therapist
Yeah.
fight.
I was just curious though. I came in a little late, and I was wondering what is it that's really bothering Andrea about her fiance wanting to have all these people? Like
She had sex with one of them.
Maybe two.
That's why I thought it was his family that wanted all these people. I mean, she didn't know them. But then when I found out it was really him, then I tried fear, thinking that having a huge wedding with all the bridesmaids and 600 people is one of the most fearful things in the world.
Oh.
Then we couldn't get to that.
Yeah, 'cause Jack and Stench kept interrupting.
Sorry.
I agree. it was.
She
it
hates
would've
his
been good
friends.
to get to that.
It was, Lori, really? It would have been good, really? It would have? Is that what you want?
Thank
You want to get to stuff? You want to actually get to the
we
point
didn't
of
have
things?
that kind of time, Lori.
Do you know how long it took us just to get to this point? Don't make me snap any longer.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Cheryl McClary. She's a PhD and our therapist for Therapy Thursday.
Author of the Commitment Chronicles.
That's right, and you should go to
What a Woody Woodpecker.
You should go to I'm losing my mind. CommitmentChronicles.com. That's CommitmentChronicles.com. She wrote that book, The Power of Staying Together. Commitment Chronicles, The Power of Staying Together. So she's our therapist for today. Cheryl, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Oh,
good.
Ready.
Terrific news. Okay, we have a few more people that want to ask you a question. It's Doctor, by the way.
Cheryl's fine. Whatever, Dr. Cheryl, whatever.
Well, just give you a little more credibility on this show.
All
That's
right,
all.
let's do it. I'll probably need it after this show.
I know that Jack can be rude. Sorry.
Yeah, Jack's over there. He's the rude one on the show. I don't, and he talks way too much.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Great.
All
Just
right.
send me another one.
Here's Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome
Hi,
to our
Angela.
show.
Good. I actually went to your website a little while ago, and I saw a lot of interesting stuff on there. And I just kind of need some help because it's kind of touch base. My husband, we've been married for 15 years, been together for 20-some, have 4 kids. He's the love of my life. He's my best friend. And it's confusing and it's hard to love this man so much that I can't even hardly breathe, yet be resentful toward him because of all the things I do for him and he doesn't want to do for me.
Well, you're a woman.
She is talking about the book. You are absolutely right.
I thought she was talking about her husband.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass, doesn't do anything, and she goes out of her way, bends over backwards because he's a guy.
Look, I'm quiet.
I'm focusing on the book because by talking about her husband, that's where she's going wrong.
Don't focus on your husband.
It's all you. You're the problem.
No.
Well, see, that's the problem that I've had. It's just I've been so hell-bent. I mean, I've been with him since I was 14.
Oh, my
married,
God.
not married that long, but just I'm just saying he was
No,
just
it's
you know
not,
that's
Cheryl.
how long
She's
I've
a
been with
loser.
him, and I know as with anybody when they go into a marriage they want to do everything and prove that they're going to be the best wife for this and for that. And I even had my mother-in-law tell me about 10 years ago that I do too much for him.
Of course.
And this is his own mother. You
That's
know.
what we were raised to do. That is why the focus of this book is to take charge, to love, honor, and cherish yourself.
That wasn't in my vows.
Angela, when is this?
Vows.
Angela, this marriage has never been about you, has it?
Well, you know what? I like to think so. I mean, the man. It's funny because he worships the ground I walk on.
Of course
Okay,
he does. But he said, "I married you, and so I love you."
Clean up. Cook me dinner.
That takes care of it. Commitment takes 3 words: conscious, continual, and confirming.
Are you done yet?
Continual means every day you have to renew that commitment. How do you do that? There's 8 chapters that you have to read on, and they're short, and they'll make you laugh
good.
and have a glass of wine while you're doing it. But what's wrong is you need to be so in love with yourself that you are loving from overflow. And when that happens, you change.
Wow.
Like a backed-up toilet of love.
And when this man sees, who is this woman that loves herself so much?
Hold on. Okay,
change the
Cheryl,
dynamic of the relationship.
I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it. But here's my question. When you have
Am I talking to Angela or to you?
To me. This is Jamie. Okay. Here's my question. Angela can hold on. All right, here's my question for Angela. On Angela's behalf, I'm sure she's thinking of it. But when you meet those people that love themselves so much, they are cocky son of a bitches.
They're just words. Those are just words. Everybody says, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You hear it on Oprah, you hear it everywhere.
Available at JamieWhite.com.
It doesn't, you have to go through a series of difficult, hard steps to actually learn to love yourself.
I love myself about 3 times a week.
No, you don't, Hush.
He's talking about masturbation. That's not funny.
Talking about.
Yeah.
I want to get back to Angela.
Me too.
Angela, it's hard work. There's lots of wounds and there's lots of baggage, and you are looking to him to make that better, to fix it. And he
I don't know
fix it.
how.
There's only one person to fix it, and that is you. And once you fix it, and you will, you can actually learn to go through the power of healing, and it's simple. I put it in simple words.
8 chapters.
I only know how to talk in
pictures.
simple words. And it will change you. Women have the power to change.
Okay, Cheryl. Okay, I have a question though.
I hate you, Angela.
How do you go through? I mean, how do you do all this without them feeling dejected and neglected? And
Chapter
it's kind of
9.
hard because he and I share a lot of the same interests. He's off on Mondays. That's his day off. He only has a 40 work week, and we love hanging out together. We go antiquing, we go shopping, we go.
Great.
we go, we do the Home
antiquing.
Depot thing.
Yeah, I love antiquing. People love to antique, Jack. No judging.
Stop fighting, you two.
All right, go ahead.
Do that. We're like joined at the hip, and I mean, I want to be able to do these things that you're saying, but and then again, I don't want to bite me in the butt because all of a sudden he's feeling dejected.
Are you fat?
He's not.
Actually, I am.
Yeah, there you go. See, Cheryl, you forgot to ask the "Are you fat?" question.
Yeah, because that's not self-love.
That is no self-love right there.
No, that's
she
donut
feeds
love.
her insecurities with chips.
I don't eat though.
Right, it's a thyroid.
That's what mine is.
That is not the issue. But
No, I've had about 15 pounds of baby fat from about 7 years ago after 4 kids that I can't get rid
4
of.
kids.
all right,
I'll
we're
give you
going
that
to
one.
do 2 things.
4 kids.
First of all, realize
Get a pass.
all women get larger. I mean, if you have 4 children, you're going to get larger. If stress burned calories, we'd all be a size 0.
Look at Lisa Renna. Hello.
It's okay to know that a balanced diet is a salad in one hand and a chocolate chip cookie,
Cheryl, we
cookie
don't
in
have
the
to
other.
do salad talk.
But go back to, I said chocolate chip cookie in the other hand.
Okay.
You know, and if you're really, you have got to learn to love your body as it is, and that means listening to your body. And there is a whole chapter on how to listen to your body and understand what is it that I want to do. For example, if you really do want to lose weight and you think this is one of the problems, all right, what do you how can you fix that and love yourself, asking what can I do out of love for myself to fix this problem of what I think is
I
weight?
love myself so much, I'm going
You
to
will
eat something.
exercise and walk to the place you love the best. For example, I
Krispy
exercise by walking 3 miles to the nearest Red Lobster.
Oh, yeah, for the seafood
That
lover
way-
in you, Cheryl.
I
You live 3
exercise,
miles from a Red Lobster?
That's
and
awesome.
then I go get something nice to eat for lunch.
Do you like
And
those popcorn shrimp?
Those are the best.
I love it and I do it out of love for myself.
Right,
And when he sees you doing these changes,
That was probably
because
smart.
you guys hush just a minute. When he sees you doing these changes because you're doing them out of love for yourself, it has
I'm out.
nothing to do with him. He will start noticing you.
I had
You're doing the
839.
same thing over and over. You are over accommodating. And that's okay if you're doing it by first asking, am I doing this out of love for me, or am I doing this just because I think I'm supposed to do it?
Right.
And he
Do it out
will
of love for
know
Red
that
Lobster.
he knows the difference.
Okay.
Okay,
promise
Angela,
you.
do you think you have that?
Well, I can work on it.
Oh, that means
no.
I can work on it. It's just, I have started doing that.
You can do it.
You
already
can do
done-
it!
You've already done the first step by saying, I can do it. You are already reached the first step of empowerment. You have done the first step.
I'm
You have
empowered.
come out of unconsciousness, and now you are conscious that you have to start. You can keep doing the same things you're doing, but do them only if you know that you're doing them out of love for yourself. And that means.
And remember, Jack called it the toilet, the backed up toilet of love. You have so much love for yourself, it backs up like a toilet
And overflows.
into
Yeah,
him.
I see. Yeah, so
Overflow
Jack,
is
I
a
like
great
that.
word. She's doing things for her husband out of overflow of love. Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
See,
see?
we listen to
And
you.
he sees
Toilet talk, you're on the
I
air.
thought we weren't paying attention.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Cheryl, we just do it in our own way.
So
If we go to
impressed.
the Red Lobster, we'll overflow
But
with love.
right now, Angela, he's so used to you doing everything out of over accommodation,
Lobster.
out
Biscuits.
of just doing it
Biscuits at the
because
Red
you
Lobster.
think you're supposed to do it.
Good.
Cheryl, do they
doesn't
have biscuits at
appreciate it.
Do they have biscuits at the Red Lobster?
Yes.
They do?
The garlic cheesy biscuits are the
Yeah.
best.
Oh, they're the
Oh, I
Bombay.
didn't know they had
I didn't
biscuits.
either.
Angela, there's a whole chapter on weight and those issues, and weight is really not the issue in your marriage. The issue is there's some baggage there
And it's
that has
all you can eat
nothing to
shrimp
do
days.
with him. And
No, you know what? Weight really isn't the issue. I'm just tired of being everybody's slave.
Well,
Okay,
now that's a
bingo.
whole different Oprah.
Can you
See?
hold on for us?
now you've done the second step. You have listened to what your heart's telling you. Now it's time to heal it. So you need to go through the
You're
steps
already 2 chapters down. You only have to read 6 more.
emotional healing. And it's not 2 chapters, it's
so
5
emotional
sentences.
healing.
But you guys will never let me get through those 5 sentences.
Hey,
But
we're very
You know what?
patient.
That's okay.
Oh, are you
that's
listening?
I will go back to the website and just kind of read some more, and I'll just go from there.
Get
Yeah.
the book. It's
Get the
available
book.
everywhere.
You need the book.
Angela, if you'll go to the book and go, if you can just get through chapter 5, it has all the issues about weight and all the issues about your anger. But don't
The
look
resentment.
to him to fix those and to make you feel
The
better
chubby.
about them. What he will see
Ness.
is you feeling better about them and you healing them, and you will change the dynamic. And he won't even realize that the marriage has gotten even better, and you were the one that did it. There will be no
Congratulations.
suggestion.
Hey! All
Okay, I
right.
promise you. I
That
promise
is
you that.
kumbaya. Hey, Cheryl,
Yes.
you did a fantastic job on Therapy
Cheryl.
Thursday.
So much.
Thank
Thank you so much. I know we're a difficult crowd, but you broke through us. And Stench had down that you would hang up on us at 8:39, but you broke the barriers right there.
I lost all my money.
Yeah, so
Great.
that was great. Yeah, we had a little contest going, and he wrote 8:39, but he lost.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So-
I hope you get some money out of it.
No,
Yeah,
I lost.
he lost. He
I got to buy
absolutely-
Red Lobster today.
Fish and chips for everybody. Woo! All right.
Oh, Lordy.
Everybody can go to commitmentchronicles.com. That's commitmentchronicles.com.
www.commitmentchronicles.com.
Oh, I think they know the W part. Don't
Well,
you
I
guys?
had to
The
learn it.
www is kind of a given.
Or just go to the bookstore and sit on a bench and read it. Like you're going to buy it, and then put
No,
it on
buy
back
it.
on the shelf if you want to.
No, buy it.
Buy it, you cheap bastard.
Yeah, you
But
got
it's
8
one if
quick
you
chapters.
read it, and your husband will see you laughing while you read it, and
That's
I
you.
promise you, he
Not
will
like
pick
you.
it up and read it when you're not looking.
That is awesome. All right, Cheryl, thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
It was a great time.
It was
Y'all are a
fun.
hoot.
All right, thank you,
Bye.
Cheryl. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I let me down. I really did.
We've
I really
lost our
tried.
mean touch.
I really tried to push and push, and I tried my hardest.
we couldn't. It was just too mean. She's nice.
She is nice.
98.7.
You crazy man! All right, well that was our Therapy Thursday.
I'm tired from it.
Woo! That was neato. Kim,
Yeah?
welcome to this.
I actually thought it was really enjoyable.
Well, great. What part was your favorite? The Red Lobster menu breakdown?
Oh, yes, that was a good part, too. I thought everything was good. I've been having a really bad day, so...
Oh, so you
you
got
guys
to
made
laugh
me
at
laugh,
us.
So it made me have a better day.
Oh, good.
So the fact that our therapy was sucking made you happy.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Now, why is your day bad? What's going on with you?
Oh, I was sitting in traffic, and
Yeah.
just the past couple months haven't been so good.
Why?
so.
What's wrong?
My mom passed away at the end
Okay,
of the year.
that one is a give me.
That's a winner.
You're allowed. That's like a mulligan. You're allowed to have a bad day because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I know it doesn't help,
I
but
have a few of those every so often.
Yeah.
what? You have a lot of moms that die?
No, bad days.
Oh,
There's good days and bad days.
yeah. And how did she die? What happened?
She had cancer.
Oh, yeah, that totally sucks. And how long's it been?
Just a little over a month.
Okay, I would say by year 2 you'll stop crying.
Okay, that's a good thing to
Oh,
look
wow.
forward to.
Yeah, just so you know, by year 2, it was so
Only
weird.
23 more months to go.
This is kind of creepy because my mom's been dead, what, 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. And, okay, this is really creepy. And you'll have moments like this, Kim. So last night we were watching some commercial. No, we were watching America's Funniest Home Videos. And this girl was so surprised that her whole family showed up. And he's like, oh, my God, that's so great. They obviously did such a great job on our surprise birthday party. And I said, the only thing that would make me act like that is if somehow you brought my mom to my surprise birthday party.
Oh.
He thought I was creepy.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Believe me, I understand what you mean.
But isn't that weird? And he just looked at me. He's like, okay.
Change the subject now.
She's
you have
lost
to
her.
go through it to understand.
Yeah, I guess that's it. He's just like, right, okay. Anyway, hey, Kim, we're going to give you something pretty. Hold on the line, okay?
Thank you.
And thank you for laughing at our show.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me laugh.
You notice it wasn't with us.
Right.
It was totally a point.
She knew we were screwed in
Yeah.
that whole 45 minutes.
Absolutely. She's just like, at least I'm not you. Here's Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
Hi there, guys. You rule.
We roll.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you. I'd have to agree with Kim. It was pretty funny, but what's up with that lady? Is she like on crack or something?
I don't know, but you could take her down any road. Did you see that? Like I said, hey, are you fat? And then the next thing you know, she's giving us like.
I know. I thought she was
chapters.
supposed to be talking about like marriage and stuff, and she went on all these tangents about like weight and like the whole Red Lobster thing.
Oh,
and,
those
like,
biscuits are good.
what does having you walk to Red Lobster have to do with a marriage?
Well, she was a little wordy in her answers, I noticed.
I know. How many people did she get through? Like 2 people in 45 minutes?
She did have a couple interruptions.
That might have been our fault. Let's give her that. That one might have been us.
Yeah.
Shannon, hi. Welcome to our show.
It was awful.
Oh, thank you.
I was listening to Ryan Seacrest. Have you ever put her on
Oh,
again?
now you've really hurt us to the soul,
I
man.
don't think you have to worry about her coming back.
Yeah, not because of us either.
Horrible. Good to know.
Oh, I mean, you know what? The thing is, Jack's right. I don't think she's gonna come back.
Yeah.
I
We don't
hope
get
not.
a lot of repeat guests, period.